Welcome back. I know it's been a long time. JaysJoint&Cocktailz. We ain't going nowhere, we still here. I haven't been here in a while because it's been a lot going on, you know what I mean? As far as the stock market, as far as life, as far as everything in general, the new election, you know what I mean? But back to these stocks, man. I want to address one thing that's been on my mind. And everybody, a lot of videos I've been looking at and shit, because I've been gone for a minute. Been like out of the country. But I'm back. And I figured, hey, it's time, make one. You know what I mean? And one thing that I do want to address is how I look on everybody's videos and they're still addressing when a lot of the brokerage apps took away the buy button. Okay, they trying to say that was criminal. I feel like this right here. I feel the ones that took the buy button away were actually playing by the rules, because technically there were no shares left to buy. If a stock is overbought, that means they've sold more shares than that were available to sell. And when we know the manipulation that went on in the GME, the AMC play, we know that both stocks are still to this day heavily oversold. But yet AMC's price seems to always tank, while other movie industries, theater industries like Cinemark, IMAX seem to thrive. I wonder why. But I see recently they just arrested some young chick about 32 years old. She had a thing called She had a company called Frank, where she allegedly defrauded JP Morgan out of $175 million. So now they're trying to send her to jail for 2 decades. Okay. $175 million compared to the billions that have been stolen by these hedge funds, and all they get is $10 million slap on the wrist. Right, this message is for Elon Musk, Donald Trump. A lot of people voted for you because they thought you were going to bring transparency into the markets and the short selling, due to the fact that your companies were also heavily manipulated and heavily shorted by these same guys. You know, so if your stock is heavily shorted to the point where, and Elon, they heavily shorted yours to the point where you had to do a 10-to-1 reverse split. Your stock was once worth $4,000 or more a share. It's now been reduced because of these guys that are still able to do the illegal activity that they do, the manipulation that they do, to creating synthetic shares, spoofing, FTDs, everything else of that nature of criminal activity, are still allowed to do. So under your watch, Elon, I'm asking that you do for the retail investor what you wish somebody would have done for you in your stock, so it wouldn't have done what it's done. Okay? You have banks going under, hedge funds going under, but yet and still, I keep hearing everybody talk about days to cover. It's been years. Nobody has covered nothing. Only thing they have covered was their behinds. Okay, that's all they've covered. They haven't covered any short positions. They haven't covered any synthetic shares. They haven't covered anything. The only thing they did was steal year after year after year after year. And at first I was in support of Aaron, but as I looked deeper into this thing, and I wanted to say something when he did the 10-to-1 reverse stock split, like a lot of things that Adam Aaron has done for this play, genuinely shows that he is in bed with the hedgies. Okay? Like, all you've done was dilute your stock. All you've done was dilute our stock, because retail investors own the damn float at least 10 times over. When you did the 10-to-1 reverse split, you killed the value of everybody's shares. Okay? The ape was a gimmick for you and your friends. Forget the name of the company. Damn, it starts with an A. Archegos, or who? No, it wasn't them. It was somebody else. But you guys know what I'm talking about. And I think it's time that the DOGE steps in, puts an end to this, give retail investment what they do, make AMC, GME, MULN, who I'm also an investor in, and Fisker, Lucid, all of these stocks that you've been manipulating into the ground. It's time that they answer for their criminal activity. And these little BS slap on the wrist fines, $175,000, $3 million, $10 million, doesn't equate to the billions and trillions that they have stolen over the time. Now, you let me or anyone else go into a store and we even attempt to steal a damn $10 bag of anything, we're going to be held accountable, we're going to see our day in court, and we're going to be convicted of our crimes. They're not going to say, here, well, give me $5 because the bag costs, well, give me $1.50 because the bag that you stole costs $10. Give me $1.50, keep the bag and forget about this. They're not going to do that. So I think the 1%ers should be held accountable just as everybody else are held accountable for their actions. You know what I mean? Perfect example. Young man, Khalif Broda, accused of stealing a book pack, sent to Rikers Island. Accused of stealing a backpack, sent to Rikers Island. Murdered while he was on Rikers Island. He didn't steal the backpack, but yet and still, he was thrown in jail for a backpack that cost no more than $20. These guys are stealing billions upon billions, equaling up to trillions upon trillions. It's time somebody be held accountable for their actions. And I'm not talking about a little measly slap on the wrist, because the SEC brought in over $200 and something billion, but none of that went back into any play that was manipulated. Okay, but yet and still, they can't afford to buy coffee. Somebody make this make sense to me. Jay's Joint Cocktails. I'm out. Catch you in the next one. And I'm back, baby.